What does the term environment mean to you? To me, the environment encompasses everything around us, including the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we inhabit, and the ecosystems that sustain life on Earth. What are some of the biggest environmental challenges facing the world today? Some of the biggest environmental challenges facing the world today include climate change, pollution, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and depletion of natural resources. How do human activities impact the environment? Human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, industrialization, and intensive agriculture contribute to air and water pollution, habitat destruction, climate change, and loss of biodiversity. What steps can individuals take to reduce their environmental footprint? Individuals can reduce their environmental footprint by conserving energy, reducing waste, recycling, using sustainable transportation, supporting eco-friendly products, and advocating for environmental policies. How does climate change affect the environment and ecosystems? Climate change disrupts ecosystems and biodiversity by altering temperature patterns, precipitation levels, and habitats, leading to habitat loss, species extinction, and shifts in ecosystems' composition and function. What role do governments play in protecting the environment? Governments play a crucial role in protecting the environment by enacting and enforcing environmental regulations, investing in renewable energy, implementing conservation initiatives, and participating in international agreements to address global environmental issues. Why is it important to preserve biodiversity? Preserving biodiversity is important because it maintains ecosystem stability, provides ecosystem services such as pollination and soil fertility, supports food security, and contributes to human health and well-being. How does pollution affect the environment and human health? Pollution contaminates air, water, and soil, leading to respiratory diseases, waterborne illnesses, habitat degradation, ecosystem disruption, and adverse impacts on human health, wildlife, and ecosystems. What are some innovative solutions for addressing environmental problems? Some innovative solutions for addressing environmental problems include renewable energy technologies, green infrastructure, sustainable agriculture practices, circular economy initiatives, and nature-based solutions for climate adaptation and mitigation. How can communities work together to protect the environment? Communities can work together to protect the environment by organizing cleanup events, implementing recycling programs, supporting local conservation efforts, promoting sustainable practices, and raising awareness about environmental issues. What are the benefits of transitioning to renewable energy sources? Transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power reduces greenhouse gas emissions, mitigates climate change, decreases reliance on fossil fuels, creates green jobs, and promotes energy independence. How does deforestation impact ecosystems and climate change? Deforestation disrupts ecosystems, destroys habitats, reduces biodiversity, contributes to soil erosion and loss of fertile land, and releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, exacerbating climate change. What are the consequences of ocean pollution and how can we address them? Ocean pollution harms marine life, damages coral reefs, contaminates seafood, disrupts ecosystems, and threatens human health. Addressing ocean pollution requires reducing plastic waste, regulating industrial discharges, and protecting marine habitats. How can education and awareness-raising initiatives contribute to environmental conservation? Education and awareness-raising initiatives can empower individuals to make informed choices, adopt sustainable behaviors, advocate for environmental policies, and become stewards of the environment for future generations. What role can technology play in mitigating environmental challenges? Technology can play a significant role in mitigating environmental challenges by developing clean energy technologies, improving resource efficiency, monitoring environmental impacts, and enhancing conservation efforts through innovation and research. Environment, the surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives or operates. Ecology, the branch of biology that deals with the relations of organisms to one another and to their physical surroundings. Ecosystem, a biological community of interacting organisms and their physical environment. Sustainability, the ability to maintain or sustain something at a certain level or rate. Climate change, long-term significant change in the average weather patterns of a region. Global warming, the gradual increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and oceans. Pollution, the presence or introduction of harmful or poisonous substances into the environment. Renewable energy, energy derived from sources that are naturally replenished on a human timescale, such as sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal heat. Conservation, the preservation, protection, or restoration of the natural environment, ecosystems, vegetation, and wildlife. Biodiversity, the variety and variability of life on Earth, including species diversity, genetic diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Deforestation, the clearing, removal, or destruction of forests or trees. Endangered species, a species that is at risk of extinction due to loss of habitat, hunting, climate change, pollution, or other factors. Carbon footprint, the total amount of greenhouse gases emitted directly or indirectly by human activities. Recycling, the process of converting waste materials into reusable materials to prevent waste of potentially useful materials. Ozone layer, a layer of ozone in the Earth's stratosphere that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Greenhouse effect, the process by which greenhouse gases trap heat from the sun in the Earth's atmosphere, leading to global warming. Sustainable development, development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Habitat, the natural environment or home of an organism, including plants, animals, and microorganisms. Natural resources, materials or substances that occur in nature and can be used for economic gain, such as water, minerals, forests, and wildlife. Carbon emissions, the release of carbon dioxide, CO2, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, primarily from human activities such as burning fossil fuels. Preserving our planet, a call to action. The environment encompasses the delicate balance of ecosystems, biodiversity, and natural resources that sustain life on Earth. However, human activities such as deforestation, pollution, and the burning of fossil fuels have significantly altered the environment, leading to climate change, loss of biodiversity, and degradation of ecosystems. To address these pressing issues and ensure a sustainable future for generations to come, concerted efforts are needed to protect and preserve our planet. Climate change and global warming. Climate change refers to the long-term alteration of temperature patterns and weather conditions on Earth, resulting in phenomena such as rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and more frequent extreme weather events. Global warming, driven primarily by the emission of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, from human activities, exacerbates climate change by trapping heat in the Earth's atmosphere. To mitigate the impacts of climate change and global warming, countries must transition to renewable energy sources, reduce carbon emissions, and adopt sustainable practices. Conservation and biodiversity. Conservation efforts play a crucial role in protecting biodiversity and preserving natural habitats. Biodiversity, the variety of life forms on Earth, is essential for ecosystem stability, resilience, and ecosystem services such as pollination, nutrient cycling, and water purification. Endangered species threatened by habitat loss, pollution, and climate change require urgent conservation measures to prevent extinction. Conservation initiatives such as habitat restoration, protected area management, and species reintroduction programs are essential for safeguarding biodiversity and preserving ecosystems. Sustainable development and resource management. Sustainable development seeks to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It encompasses environmentally friendly practices that promote economic prosperity, social equity, and environmental stewardship. Sustainable resource management involves responsible use and conservation of natural resources such as water, forests, minerals, and wildlife to minimize environmental impact and ensure their availability for future generations. Recycling, renewable energy, and sustainable agriculture are examples of sustainable practices that contribute to environmental protection and resource conservation. Conclusion. In conclusion, protecting the environment is a collective responsibility that requires global cooperation, innovation, and commitment. By addressing climate change, conserving biodiversity, and promoting sustainable development, we can create a healthier, more resilient planet for current and future generations. Together, let us strive to preserve the natural beauty and abundance of our planet and ensure a sustainable future for all living beings.